5, 4, 3, 2.
I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. Live life, breathe air. I know somehow we're gonna get there and feel so wonderful. It's all for real. I'm telling you just how I feel.
Welcome back, Mavericks. I'm your host, Alex Amaro.
And I'm Keon Griffin. The day that no one thought would ever get here has finally arrived. It's November 9th, the day after the 2016 presidential election. And we have all of your election results here on CSI Today, including Arizona down ballot races.
Wait, what are down ballot races?
Down ballot races are contests for political offices that appear below the presidential race on the electoral ballot.
What does that mean?
Basically, there are ballot races for lower positions in public office.
So what does this have to do with Arizona?
Well, here in Arizona, we have a U.S. Senator up for re-election and a U.S. Congressman and women running for their respective districts, as well as Prop 205 and 206.
Prop 205 is the legalization of recreational marijuana for people over the age of 21, and Prop 206 is the raise of minimum wage to $12 by 2020 and guaranteed paid leave.
Results for these props are as follows. Prop 206 passed 5940, effectively raising the minimum wage this January to $10 an hour and eventually $12 an hour by 2020. 205 did not pass, with a vote percentage of 52% against it and 48% for it.
Other election results in Arizona include Republican John McCain won re-election to the U.S. Senate, Congressman Ruben Gallego won re-election for Arizona District Number 7, and Paul Penzo defeated controversial longtime Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Aparo.
And finally, on this presidential election, as of the time of this recording, on Wednesday, November 9th, Donald J. Trump has won the presidency with 276 electoral college votes and Hillary Clinton with 218.
Again, at the time of this filming, Clinton is up in the popular vote by around 117,000 votes, but could not capture enough votes in the Electoral College to win her the presidency.
Mavericks, we all know the risk of being on the road, but that risk exponentially increases with the use of technology.
For example, have you ever been glancing at drivers around you?
And realize that more than half of the drivers have their attention off of the road?
This is known as distracted driving.
Distracted driving is the practice of operating a motor vehicle while engaged in another activity, typically one that involves the use of a cell phone or other electronic device.
According to the National Safety Council, cell phone use while driving results in an estimated 1.6 million crashes each year.
In other words, that's 1 in every 4 car accidents.
However, distracted driving is not limited to only cell phone use behind the wheel.
It can also include eating, drinking, talking to passengers, and adjusting car controls.
This is not an issue to ignore. 330,000 injuries are a direct result from texting while driving alone. How can we prevent people from becoming easily distracted?
Some things you may do is store away any loose possessions that could roll around. You can also adjust car controls and mirrors before you start driving.
But maybe most importantly, put aside your electronic devices. Pull off to the side of the road if absolutely necessary.
Be safe on the road, Mavericks.
And drive responsibly. The Sioux Tribe is standing against the confirmation of a $3.7 billion construction of a pipeline that would run from North Dakota to Illinois.
The Standing Rock Pipeline protest started late July and continues today.
One of the Sioux Tribe's primary fears is the contamination of a nearby water source, the Missouri River, that runs from the Dakotas and dumps into the Gulf of Mexico.
The Sioux have created camps along the areas that the pipeline has planned to be built, but these camps are not only inhabited by the members of the Native American tribe. People from all over the world have come to stand with the Sioux.
And protesters are using social media to check in at Standing Rock in an attempt to spread the word.
Officers have used pepper spray and beanbag rounds to try to get the protesters off the land needed for construction of the pipeline, land which is technically private property.
As of October 28th, at least 142 protesters have been arrested for trespassing and sabotaging equipment.
High-profile actress and protester Shailene Woodley has also been arrested for trespassing on private property.
But Shailene Woodley is not the only Hollywood star protesting. Actors Mark Ruffalo, Susan Sarandon, and Riley Keough have also made appearances at the protest in North Dakota alongside the Sioux Native tribe members.
Despite the fact that protesters have tried everything they possibly can, they have thus far been unsuccessful at stopping the pipeline construction.
This is just one more example of economic progress versus environmental protection. Environmentalists are quick to point out that progress does not have to mean more production in natural gas and oil.
We could be investing time and money in renewable energy infrastructure and production.
Black Beatles in the city, be back immediately to confiscate the monies.
Right scrum. Wow. My will.
Sent flowers, but you said you didn't receive.